The story of my life. A series of chaotic events through Microsoft PowerPoint slides. So I was born in Middlesbrough. And yes, that means I'm kind of northern. And I was born on Father's Day. And this is me. See? Me. So my childhood, ages 1 to 5, let's go through it. So I was a pretty well behaved child, I never cried that much unless someone played the Battleships game theme, and then I apparently cried loads. And I went on many holidays with my mum and dad to places like Disneyland Paris, which I actually like the cranes more than the place itself. When I was in little school, the first friends I made came up to me when I was sat in the lonely circle and asked if I wanted to play. Of course, I said yeah, in my northern tone. Another friend I made at the time put a worm in my hair, and this is him, as you can see. So my childhood, ages 5 to 10, let's have a look through this, shall we? So my first experience with video games were playing Tomb Raider 1 with my mum at night, before I had to go to bed. And I looked forward to it every day, and we eventually completed Tomb Raider 1, 2 and 3 together. And occasionally we played other games like Sonic, and I'd be Tails and Mum would be Sonic. Or sometimes we'd play The Sims 1 and make Harry Potter characters, and we'd lock Hagrid in his little hut and burn it down, but you know, we won't talk about that right now. And at the same time I started to struggle a bit in school, as I'm a pretty ill person, so you know, but I plodded on. And here's some of the consoles and games I played. And I met some celebrities on the way. And these are my childhood pets. So Big Bun, my lovely, lovely rabbit, he was my first experience of family loss as a child, and he was basically my best friend as a kid. He was gorgeous. He was this massive rabbit, and he was just bloody lovely. And then Chester was my childhood dog, and he was such a lovely boy. And you know, and sometimes you have a pet and you just tell all your problems to them. That was him basically. And then this little bastard, this is Eugene, named after Eugene Krabs, Mr. Krabs. And he was a devil of a rabbit, but he was a legend and he loved his Quaver crisps. So ages 10 to 15, the good, the bad and the ugly. Let's do the good first, you know, it's not all bad, So I started getting into my art, and I would draw all the time at school, when, yeah, I probably should have been doing work, but, you know, never mind. I got my first fangirl experience with obsessing over Big Time Rush, James Maslow, just saying, Doctor Who and Black Veil Brides, which was my little emo love affair. Again, some awesome childhood pets, as you've seen. I started playing games like GTA San Andreas with my sister, and we would faff about in the co-op. And I also found my first YouTubers. So I started getting into, you know, watching YouTube as you do. And I loved PewDiePie. I mean, what can you say? You know, he was a good one to watch as a child. And Cinnamon Toast Ken and Chilled Chaos. And I also had fun exploring my cringy emo phase, as a lot of us have done. And then the bad and the ugly. I basically hated every moment until I left school, and I went through very hard times through year 7 to year 11. But that's fine. After that, it was all uphill after then. Moving swiftly on. Ages 16 to 24, my current age. Also, I drew this. I call him Squidwiener, and he smokes a 6-pack a day. So, right, I finished school and I got my first PC, and I bought Garry's Mod straight away. It was on sale, I think, for like £4. And in the first week I started playing it, I met 2 people in Gmod's cinema bathrooms, and they were blocking people from leaving the toilet and trolling people. And as you do, obviously I made friends with these people. Let's not get weird, you know. I know it's a little bit strange, but it's fine, it's fine. So we all became friends, and then after a long time, so like we were friends for a year, all of us, and after that year I ended up in a relationship with one of them, who I moved from my hometown of sunny Middlesbrough to be with, and it was the best decision I ever made. Also, side note, I went bald 3 times. It might have been 4 times, honestly, I don't remember. I've been a baldy a lot. This is me as an egg. So I became happy and productive, I got a job, made new friends, and I got home with my partner, and I started drawing again. So this is a little drawing I did recently. And now I'm invested in my hobbies of dancing with my burlesque troupe, creating rhinestone outfits, and always playing games in my free time. Here's a recent picture of me at a masquerade ball that I performed at. Right, what content can you expect from me? So I want to do gaming videos, kind of want to do let's plays, but not in the typical format. I want to do variety gaming basically. I don't want it to be just one thing that I do. So I might be doing some challenges or trophy hunting or time trials. It just depends on what I'm feeling at the time. And then in the future, so I'm hoping to move out into a house with my partner soon. And then I'd really like to do in real life content like dance videos, burlesque choreographed for songs, how-to videos, even cooking tutorials, because I do like a bit of cooking. Don't mind me a bit of cooking. I'll teach you how to cook a parmo. We can talk about parmos all day, I swear. Some makeup tutorials, and I'd really like to get back into special effects. So I had a little bit of time where I got really into it, and I'd like to do some videos on that again, you know, explore it. Even book reviews, I do like me a book. And then potentially some games and TV show, maybe movie reviews as well, because I like all them things, so we can see, you know, we'll see what happens. And then here's a little snippet of my opinions on games. So this isn't like the best games ever. It's not a list of that. It's like my opinions, so my favourite games. For it could be any reason. It doesn't have to be because they're great games. It's just games that I have loved in my life. Scribblenauts, I used to play that on the DS with my sister, and Wizard 101 was a massive part of my life. I spent like 2 years playing that game, and I met a couple of people on there who were really good friends. Gmod obviously is up there because of how special it is in my life, even though it's, you know, kind of filled with very strange people now. But yeah, like Black Ops 2, I'd honestly fancy playing Black Ops 2 for a video. Don't know if I'd do zombies or the campaign. Wouldn't play multiplayer because it's just, I don't know, I'm not amazing at it. I'd try it eventually, but I think for the first couple of videos, I might just do a nice chill Black Ops zombie stream. Not stream, but video, you know. Mario Kart Wii, I mean, come on, it's a classic. You can't beat Mario Kart. Also, Guitar Hero, Legends of Rock. I'm a massive Guitar Hero fan. I absolutely love it. Skyrim, I platinumed that on PS4, just saying, you know, just putting that out there. And Subnautica, fantastic, I'd say a fantastic horror game. Because it's terrifying, that game. You know, you've got a good selection here. And these ones in D tier are games that I hate. So this isn't good at all. It's green, but it's not good, trust me. These are trash. And even though I played Dead by Daylight like a ton a couple of years ago, I don't like it anymore. I don't think it's a particularly good game. And I played through Detroit Become Human, and again, it's just not, it's not amazing. It's alright. It's alright by today's standards, but it's not an amazing game. Some of them are fun, like I said, you know, Fall Guys, it's a bit of fun, but really, realistically, it's not that good of a game. Same with Friday the 13th. Yeah, have a little look, see what you think. Give me your opinions on this tier list. I might do an updated version at some point. And then we're going to end it on some lovely pictures of my cats. So this is Harry and George. This is another picture of Harry I'm not playing favourites here, okay? It's just there's 2 nice pictures of Harry. This was George when he was a kitten, so I do not put dresses on him anymore, okay? This was a one-time thing. And yeah, that's my life for now. See you guys in my next video.